Well, hello to those of you in the known universe. Welcome to the Find Your Inner Strength podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Wade. The Find Your Inner Strength podcast is where we break down certain concepts that deal with the quote unquote conventional, maybe mainstream thoughts of what is healthy and rethink and reimagine what that actually is that we are doing to ourselves. With the intent of setting sustainable health habits that keep us out of pain, losing weight, gaining strength, and living your highest version of your life. And today I wanted to talk about the number one sustainable health secret for people over 50, and it's what I call the roots. The roots of your health are what put an end to your pain and weight gain yo-yo cycle forever. So if you are somebody who has gained 20 pounds, lost 20 pounds, lost 20 pounds, gained 20 pounds, gained 10 pounds, lost 20 pounds, gained 40 pounds, lost 30 pounds, up and down your whole life, this is the answer that you've been looking for. And to add even more on top of that, it's without adding surgery, injections, pills, or ever worrying if you're exercising or eating right ever again. The roots are what literally connect you to sustainable health habits. So if you've struggled with your weight, you've had chronic aches and pains, and they flare up for seemingly no reason, if you lack confidence in the way that you look or feel, and you want to skyrocket your energy through the day, every day, and do the things you love with the people that you love, you're in the right place listening right now. And I'm going to break them down for you here shortly. So here's what you're about to learn straight out of the mouths of people who are living it. So if you're looking at the YouTube version of this podcast, you'll see Miss Tara has mentioned that by adjusting to weakness and injuries and by feeling comfortable in her surroundings, in 6 weeks she was able to lose 10 pounds. In a year she was able to lose 35 pounds. She was able to get her core strength back, and her back is pain-free after a decade of pain. I actually just had Tara in for an interview the other day, which will be airing on the podcast here shortly. And she got back to riding her horse, which she had not been able to do for more than 2 years. She feels like she got a part of her life back. So balancing your core, adjusting for weakness and injuries, feeling comfortable in your surroundings, and knowing when is enough and when is too much. Miss Becky had a meniscal tear. She was pulling herself up the stairs, unable to straighten her knee, and she began to work on her strength. She began to work on her feelings of having less and less pain, and was able to gain a ton of strength even after having a mastectomy, lymph node removal, chemo, and radiation from cancer. So all these things, it goes further than just wanting to lose weight. If these people can do these things, you can too, and it's all with the help of the roots. So what you're going to learn is why chronic pain worsens at seemingly random times, exactly why so many people gain 10 to 50 pounds and yo-yo 10 to 20 times in their life. I can't tell you how many times I've heard I've lost 200 pounds in my life. It's been the same 20 pounds 10 times. And we want to make sure that doesn't ever happen to you again. Again, the name of the game is sustainable weight loss, sustainable results, pain reduction, and strength increase. You're going to learn my goof-proof plan, quote unquote, to get you off the couch and inspired to make positive health change permanent so you can live a life without self-doubt. And how you can make this happen again without burnout, stress out, or fatigue. And the whole podcast that we are putting on here at Find Your Inner Strength is all about, like I said, rethinking the conventional wisdom of mainstream health, fitness, and nutrition, and even what big pharma and major healthcare wants you to believe. We want to question what it is that we know and start to really take ownership of our health and not relying on general information that you can find by the Google machine. All right. And so in this first episode of Find Your Inner Strength, I wanted to just lay it all out there. Maybe make some promises that seem kind of big right now, but eventually, as you continue to listen to the content, as you continue to hear the interviews with people who are living this system of creating their sustainable health by following the roots, you'll see that it's something that anybody can do, and it's not as hard as you think it is. Now, I know you've probably been let down by countless fitness gurus, patient mill physical therapy practices, boot camps, big box gyms, DVD or on-demand videos, fat burner pills, and even doctors. It seems like everywhere you turn, there is every answer you could ever look for in this fitness and health industry. And but I'm here to be the change that allows you to live a healthy life forever. Like I said, without surgeries, injections, pills, killing yourself in the gym, and restricting yourself from all the wonderful foods in the world. And if you're watching the YouTube, you can see I have my little "I love you more than pizza" sign, which holds a special place in my heart. And I do love you more than pizza, but I love pizza a lot. So you should take that as a very, very good thing. Now, you've probably been sitting there, okay, Ryan, get to the point. And so we will get there right now. You will be able to start taking action immediately whenever I start talking about the roots. But I will promise you that if you're expecting this to be a magic pill that works instantly, you're in the wrong place. Because making results actually stick requires a plan for what to do when, in the first episode, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, shit hits the fan. Okay, and that is what the roots are all about, is that realizing that every day in your life is not going to be perfect. Too many people that adopt a new healthy lifestyle, that adopt a new exercise plan, a new nutrition plan, a new therapeutic plan, expect every day to be a day that they are making progress in every element of their health. And it just does not work that way. Life throws us curveballs. Things happen. And it's in those times that when we know we're following the roots, it allows us to redefine what our health looks like on those days and remeasure what success looks like based off of that redefinition. So the roots are not just nutrition. The roots are not just fitness, exercise. The roots are exercise, nutrition, stress management, sleep management, pain management, accountability and communication with your support system, and tissue integrity. So what do I mean by all these roots? Let's break them down real quick. First and foremost, before you look at fitness, you need to know what your tissue integrity is. That is the quality of your soft tissue in your body. Now, I will tell you, going into a new workout routine as, say, somebody who maybe smokes a pack a day is going to be more difficult on you. Duh, anybody can say that, but I'll tell you why I say this due to tissue integrity. Your tissues are directly affected by your smoking, right? You're putting all those gases into your body, and it is affecting the pliability of your soft tissue. Also, it's stressing out your central nervous system, which creates even less elasticity in your soft tissues and breaks down the structural integrity of them. All right, but let's say you're not a pack-a-day smoker. Your tissue integrity could be affected just by the additional stress, the lack of sleep, the seemingly your reaction to anything you may consider stress. All right, and so being able to know and adapt and improve your tissue integrity with things like self-massage, things like assisted massage, even better, things like myofascial release, and as my printer randomly turns on for no reason, and being able to work with a professional that knows how to slowly and safely increase that integrity is really how you should start if you have any kind of chronic pain. All right. Now, your fitness is a balance of your strength and your conditioning. Okay, let's just call it those two things. Often people have a really skewed perception of what it takes on each side of that. And we'll break down in future casts how to break it down appropriately for different categories of the population, and finding your subset is the goal of that. Your nutrition, your nutrients that you put into your body. I want to take the view on nutrition that it's more about what you put in than what you take out. It's not about elimination. It's not about it's not about elimination. It's not about restriction. Nutrition is about literally putting the correct amount and types of nutrients into your body. And we will break that down in the future. Stress management. There are an endless amount of strategies and techniques and reasons to practice those different types of stress management. Something I want to touch on is that none of these routes work optimally without an account of the others. Okay, so stress management, I believe, is the single most overlooked element of people's health because it affects the most. Really, all of these other routes are trying to reduce the stressors of the central nervous system so that they can really be elevated. And so if we start with stress management, you can do that at any fitness level. You can do it at any time. It's about separating the body and the mind. And I'm excited to share with you the techniques that I've been able to really not master, but been able to consistently practice over the years. Your sleep management kind of goes hand in hand with your stress management, but a lot of people have trouble either A, falling asleep, or B, staying asleep. We're going to go over how to manage those things and how to create the best environment for you to be able to get the most regenerative form of rest that you possibly can. Your pain management. You say, well, what's the difference between pain management and tissue integrity? Your pain management goes right along with those mindset techniques due to the pain that you are in. Pain can be a very overwhelming stimulus to us, and being able to control our thoughts about that pain and align them with the actions that start to take over the process of overcoming that pain is where we fall into that pain management bucket. And now the last piece, accountability. Setting up some actions for you to be able to take, and also providing you with some ways to be held accountable for those actions. We accomplish nothing if it's not for our support system. Maybe you have a great support system, maybe you don't. If you do, my goal is to teach you how to utilize that accountability system. If you do not, my goal is to provide you that accountability system in a few different ways. And if you are listening to this right now, the first thing you can do to start to build some accountability for yourself is to go on Facebook and join my free group, Make Positive Health Change 2020. That is 52 free health coaching challenges that I drop out every Monday, followed by tips for that challenge throughout the week. You can post, you can join the conversation. I even have a free accountability app that I can connect you on to be able to track your progress through that. So going to try to walk the walk as well as talk about providing you the accountability systems with these routes. Now, again, it's the sum of all the parts. None of these should be taken separately from the others. We want to focus on all of them slowly and surely over time to build on our weaknesses and continue to elevate the level at which we are playing the game of life with the roots and reaping the rewards of compounding. If you're a financial, if you invest financially, the power of compounding. It's the same thing in your health when you invest in all of these different buckets. So you can look at them as investments as well. Just to kind of cap us off, if you're looking at the YouTube video, you can see that most treatments only cover half of tissue factors. Most trainers only cover half of the health factors, that being health being exercise and nutrition. I kind of broke them down a little bit further. But when you incorporate your social stresses, your sleep stressors, your psychological stressors, and your environmental factors, that covers the stress management, sleep management, pain management, accountability elements of it, that's when life starts to work your way. All right. So my hope for you is to be better and to rethink the conventional wisdom of what you see in the mainstream of the fitness and the health industries, and that we can focus on all the roots of your health and getting you to the point where you want to be without any extreme measures and solely being focused on doing what's best for your body. So if you want to check out my other videos and in-depth breakdowns of self-improvement tactics within each route, you can check out my YouTube channel. My name is, again, Ryan Wade. I am your host of the Find Your Inner Strength podcast. We will be expanding on all the things that I broke down in this initial episode with each podcast and with each additional video that you can check out, which may or may not be on your podcast stream, wherever podcasts are found. And we are brought to you by the OptiLife Academy. You can check them out at www.optilifeacademy.com. The OptiLife Academy is a do-it-yourself fitness and nutrition course. If you do not have the time, finances, availability to get yourself out and seeing a professional, the OptiLife Academy has a fantastic resource that you can do by yourself. It is 8 modules broken down, about 100 videos total. If you were to watch them straight through, it'd be about 6 hours of amazing exercise, fitness, nutrition, health-based content, and it's definitely all about getting you set up to increase your positive health habits and make them sustainable for life. It aligns very closely with our values. And so our friends at OptiLife Academy told us to go ahead and provide you a free trial so you can go ahead and access that free week, or it's not even a week, you get access to it for as long as you want to, that free trial at optilifeacademy.com/trial. Go ahead, check it out. And we are also brought to you by our friends at Case Specific Nutrition, individualized nutrition, incredible results. Inner Strength, my facility, is proud to be the West Hills location of Case Specific Nutrition. They're located all over the city of Pittsburgh as Pittsburgh's premier dietitian and counseling service. And we are happy to have them as a sponsor of the Find Your Inner Strength podcast. You can check me out, myself, Ryan Wade, again on YouTube. Just search my name, Ryan Wade, or Find Your Inner Strength. You should be able to find us there. Instagram, rethinking.healthy. Also on Facebook, .com/Ryan Wade, and continuing to build up the social as I kind of get used to this content creation life and the podcast and all these different platforms, which to this point I have not been solely focused on because I've been building inner strength, physio, fitness, athletics to a point where I feel really comfortable before I go out and start creating content to spread. And hopefully you got a lot of value from this. You understand that if you focus on the roots, you have a foolproof plan to be able to improve your health for life. And I look forward to bringing you more content that you can use to improve those health habits that you have and continue to make progress every day of your life. So that's it for our inaugural episode of the Find Your Inner Strength podcast. I hope you have a fantastic day. Be healthy, live life to the fullest, and I will see you next time.